Ghostbusters, one of the most hilarious, horror-themed, action-packed, and also one of the most original ideas for a movie that came out in the 80s. And trust me people, the 80s had a ton of kick-ass original ideas.
While Ghostbusters was a lot of those things, the original part, well...
We're the Ghostbusters. I'm Spencer. He's Tracy. I'm Kong. We're the Ghostbusters. We're clever, courageous, and strong.
Look, those Ghostbusters and the Ghostbusters I'm going to be talking about are completely different canon. If you want to know more about the filmation Ghostbusters, check out Rowdy C's review of one of the live-action TV shows and the filmation cartoon series as well. So go check them out. That's awesome. But before we get into that, let's talk about the Ghostbusters franchise. As I love it. I love the 1984 movie. I think it's probably one of the best comedic action films of all time. And I honestly, truly do love the sequel as well.
He's Vigo! You're like the buzzing of flies to him.
Yeah, I really enjoy Ghostbusters too. I'm one of those weird cats who's like that, and the Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm just that odd person. But anyway, Ghostbusters franchise has dipped into many other things, from comic books, cartoons, and Ghostbusters, the property, the IP, has been so prevalent in pop culture for so long. Sony, people who own that nice IP, that would have been a great idea to reboot the whole thing and with all female cast, directed by the same dude who did Bridesmaids. Because, hey, Ghostbusters, Bridesmaids, same type of quality, right? Yeah, it didn't go so well. But, to be fair, they did have a video game come out as well. It had the video game music stylist of Grant Cocope, so it couldn't have fallen, right? It's not like the video game developer would go out of business. Oh, right. But, you know, I'm not going to be talking about those failures. I'm going to be talking about something that was actually good, something positive. I'm going to be talking about the 2009 release of Ghostbusters, the video game. So, how does the 2009 Ghostbusters video game hold up? Let's find out. This is my review. Cue the theme song. Ghostbusters the video game. Nice title there. Had a very interesting development history. It started out being developed by game developer Zootfly in 2006. As you can see, the gameplay videos they released were going to have a Gears of War vibe to it. But as interesting as the footage was, Zootfly could not get the rights to do a proper video game about the Ghostbusters. And they tossed their game masters and makes a new game called Timeout, but that didn't get released either. Cut to spring in 2007 as Sierra Entertainment and now defunct game developer Terminal Reality went to Sony, and with the buzz that Zootfly caused when they released the Ghostbusters gameplay footage, they got the job to make the game, and make the game they did with some help with Dan Hatward and Harold Ramis, who wrote the script. They got most of the old cast back together. Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, Eddie Potts, Max von Sydow as the voice of Vigo.
Another 1,000 failures and I'll have enough negative energy to return to the world of the living.
And last, but certainly not least, William Anderton as your favorite government asshole, Walter Peck.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Every time I watch that scene, it never fails to give me a big smile on my face. I always love that scene. But anyway, let's get back to the video game and let's see how it unfolds while looking at the story. The story takes place 2 years after Ghostbusters 2. Things are settled down in New York City as it's Thanksgiving Day, people are relaxing, having their whole turkey and all that good stuff. But then, a huge PKE shockwaves that rocks New York City. and it's up to the Ghostbusters to figure out what's going on and save the day once more. But you're not playing as one of the Ghostbusters. No, you're playing something horrible, terrifying than any ghost and spirit or apparition, more scarier than any demon. You're playing as a cis white male. Okay, I had to go to my safe space for a minute there, but I'm back, so no worries. Get to the positives. The graphics are very good. The Ghostbusters look very close to their movie counterparts, and the ghosts are very diverse and very fun to take down, and that's including the bosses as well. And with that, let's go into the gameplay and the controls of this game. The controls of this game are very well done. It took me about a couple seconds to get used to them. If you play any third-person shooter games, the control scheme will be very familiar to you. And if it's your first time playing a third-person shooter game, then the controls will get some getting used to. But by the end of the tutorial level, you will get the hang of it. The gameplay is fun, as you are a Ghostbuster, and believe me, this is as close as you're going to get to busting ghosts. Unless the VR headset game comes out anytime soon, but I doubt that. Anyway, you're playing as the Ghostbusters noob, and you're going to be the test dummy for new tech that Egon makes in his spare time.
You have the time to work on all this stuff, Egon?
I've been conducting an experiment in which I sleep an average 14 minutes a day. Leaves me a lot of time to work.
You get the regular blast stream that takes down most specters and spooks, then you can slam it down in your trap, and let me tell you, that thing never gets old. That is just beautiful. I love that. Also, you get a secondary weapon in the boson dart. It's a huge energy blast that takes out a huge chunk of health for bigger and stronger enemies. Next up is the shotgun of the game, the shock blast, and its secondary weapon, the status beam, that will freeze a ghost in place.
The Iceman cometh.
Next up is the Meson Collider, which your blast can home in on the ghost, and the secondary weapon is the Overload Pulse, that it will turn into a machine gun. Seriously, that's just so much fun to blast smaller ghosts, and bigger ghosts will get their health down. And last but not least is the Slime Blower. Remember this little thing in Ghostbusters 2? Well, you're gonna need it. It's not only you take down enemies with it, but also take down the black slime that will hurt you and hinder your path. As for its secondary weapon, is the slime tether. It is used for puzzles for the most part, as it pulls down objects to open pathways and so on. The presentation is great for the most part. Everyone here is top notch except for Bill Murray. Look, I know Peter Venkman's character is pretty much a detached, sarcastic fellow. In fact, that's most of Bill Murray's movie characters if you think about it. But here, he just seems like he's not really into it.
Thanks, Janine. You're a first-class lookout. Walter Peck. I did not recognize you without the mayor's backside attached to your nose.
Up on the 12th floor again, wreaking havoc. I demand a refund right now.
Sir, if you check the fine print on our invoice...
Invoices.
Right, invoices. You'll see that your warranty on rehaunting expired some time ago. You should have taken the extended service agreement.
Also, this game is a little short, but honestly I don't mind it. It tells its story without being bogged down with pointless diversions. Oh, and the multiplayer is still online for the 360 version, and it's still very fun, so knock yourself out if you have the 360 version and want to go online with it. Have fun, it's still up. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. I love it, actually. It makes you feel like you're a Ghostbuster, and quite honestly, this is the closest we're going to get to see a Ghostbusters 3 with the original cast intact. With that being said, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Go pick this up. It is $10 on Steam. You will not regret this purchase. This is a fun, exciting game. Highly recommend this. Go pick this up. You will not be disappointed. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, my 1000th review special. And I'm going all scripted because, I don't think I can actually type down the words that I need to say this, because I don't know any big word I can actually say this, just to thank you. I'm so humbled and grateful for getting this mark. I really am trying. I try to really do interesting work, fun work, because that's my little channel. My little YouTube channel is always trying to be a fun place, a happy place. I do dabble in the negative stuff. I really want to get away from that and like I said, I'm reviewing Ghostbusters 2009, a very fun and exciting game. And I'm going to try to do more positive stuff in the future, and so on and so forth. Don't mean I won't do bad stuff, because, hey, who doesn't want to poke, who doesn't love to kick someone when it's down? It's a beautiful thing. But no, seriously, I am humbled, and thank you. Everyone who supported me from beginning, from my previous incarnations, from me doing pay-per-view review show to now, from people allowing me doing a podcast, Shane Killian from Boxy Podcast, I thank you that, to Dave Tucott, Iron Fury, his podcast, Superplex Brothers. It was pretty awesome for him to let me be on some of those podcasts, to being in the collaborations I've been in. From all the way from the recent one, from questions that Black people have for social justice warriors, Try Preston 20, thanks again for letting me be on here, and to the numerous cameos and the things I've been in, from Tony Goldmark, for some directing the camera, being one of the few people running against them. This is Simpsons review. To like I said, there are many collaborations I've been a part of, not in this channel but also other places. Just again, I'm humbled, and thank you for letting me to expand my craft and and try to become better and try to be more of open. I thank you, and I love you all. Thank you so very much. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Stick CT here. Peace, love. See you when I see y'all. Later. One more thing. Next review is SummerSlam 2016, because I got a lot of things to talk about that show. Yeah. See you later. Bye.